Hey guys, gave you a tour of my house before, but I didn't give you a complete tour. I'm going to show you my favorite part of the house, the basement. It's where all the real business in your house takes place, all the stuff that you need to pay attention to that makes it run, and it's like really the only place in the house that I get to be able to decorate and do what I want to. So you should see what I've done with the place. It's pretty cool. So here's my stairs. They're very steep, go way down. So built in 1924. Okay, so this house is old and it's had a lot of additions since then. So right away when you come down, we're greeted with some art that has been made by my daughters over the years, and we keep that as a nice little way to decorate the place and spice it up a bit. Over here immediately to the left, we have the art table. Okay, this is where the kids can build stuff and make stuff and putty and paints and dyes and all that, and they can make all kinds of messes, and I don't care about it because they make a lot of messes. You kids make a lot of messes. Then over here is another one, but as you can see, it's full of my daughter's stuff from college kind of taking over the corner, so she kind of took it over. This is where I pretend to teach you guys because there's a whiteboard, so I like pretend. I like set up little like stuffed animals and I write on the whiteboard and pretend like I'm talking to you. I keep telling like, you know, Owen to stop, eating things he finds on the floor, and to tell like, the kid Jack, get off your Chromebook playing games, and I keep telling all the girls basically, think about it, like Piper, Bracy, Emma, Brenna, Nadia, just like stop talking all the time, so I pretend all that stuff here like I'm really in school. No, I really don't do that. All right, so then over here is the deep dark corner with all of our storage, and we got one air conditioner here. We got two zones for air conditioning, our main floor and upstairs. This one handles the main floor. We don't really use it much, so it doesn't get that big of a workout. There's our tankless water heater. Tankless water heaters are the coolest thing ever. You girls and people take long showers, and we run out of water all the time. This is our boiler. A boiler is like what heats the house. And what it does is there's a tank in here that has really hot water in it, and it shoots up and it goes, and its hot water pipes go all the way through the house, and along the baseboards there's these things that keep the heat in them from the hot water, and then when this turns off it even stays for a little bit longer. It's a really good way to heat the house. And then we just got all the storage and like old toys that the kids don't use anymore and all that kind of stuff, because like really, there was a time a kid played with these. Now they just sit here collecting dust. They're these little rubber things. They were obsessed with them for a while. You guys get obsessed with the weirdest stuff, I swear. All right. Oh, yeah. There's a dog cage. Yeah, that's where I put the kids when they're not good. Stick them in the cage. And then, no, don't do that. That's bad. I would never do that. More of my daughter's college stuff. Then we've got another storage room. My hockey bag's back there. Open the hockey bag. I think it smells like heaven. My wife thinks it smells like some sort of a plague. Guys that play hockey, you know what I'm talking about. It's like the smell of the ice, the smell of a hockey bag. It's beautiful. Moms, you are probably with my wife. You guys practice social distancing from your hockey playing sons probably well before this pandemic hit. Next, this is the second door, and this door actually is an exit to our house from way, way back in the day, right? There's stairs that go outside. That's an external door. Now, there's some really interesting stuff in here. First of all, well, whenever it rains, this floor just like floods. It like gets water in it, but it never goes in the house, so thank goodness for that. So we've got this door right here. It's kind of hard to see, but that's our radon pump area right there. But this is actually, if you remember my first video when I'm sitting at my desk, this is right under the desk. It's hard to tell in the video, but the floor is like slanted, because that back in 1924 was our back porch, and they like framed it in better, put some insulation in there, and they made it a back TV room. But this is the weirdest one. I don't know what it is. They got this little box of a room in here with a light. I don't have a light bulb in it, and you like put stuff in there. I keep telling Josie if she keeps slipping off to me, this is where I'm gonna put her. So that keeps her in line. The dog cage didn't do it for her. She's like, stick me in the dog cage. I don't care. So this scares her. It's good. I didn't do that either. All right. So back into the house we go. If I can get back in, there we go. All right, now this is our laundry room. This is where we, as the name implies, do laundry. And like I said before, if you don't know how to do laundry yet, shame on you. Do laundry. Moms, dads, you're watching this, make them do laundry. I didn't do it early enough, and now my kids are like, "Ooh, I don't know how to clean clothes. So don't you just do that? And can you send them out somewhere?" No, do laundry. Come on now, you know better. And the dishes. I said that too, right? All right, so yeah, and this is where we fold clothes, wrap presents, I don't know, all that other garbage that goes with domestic life. What else is there? Oh, this is kind of interesting. You guys, this is a radon pump, all right? This little thing up here, this has to be at those green lines, all right? What it is this takes a gas out of our basement called radon that if it is not mitigated and taken care of, can give you lung and throat cancer. And so the people that lived here before us had it put in, and then I just have to have somebody out every year to come and inspect it and make sure it works. Now I'm going to take you to the coolest dang room in the whole house. This is my room. My room. It's my wood shop. It's where I build a lot of things. So as you can see, I've got a nice long area with some tools to build stuff and some projects that are mid-work and some old projects. These are the old doll houses that I built with my kids like 5 years ago when we first moved in here. And I just kind of walked them through it, and they like built the stairs and built the everything, and I just kind of made sure they didn't like cut off a finger or bash each other with a hammer, I think, that kind of stuff. So there's an old like gun cabinet or something. I don't know. I don't keep anything in there because I am not armed. You don't want me armed, and I don't have guns. So plus my wife has a really strong thing on it. There is one empty socket place here, and I'm thinking I'm going to put, I don't know if I'm going to put a scroll saw, bandsaw, I don't know. I'm going to put something in there, a sander, I'm not sure. So I just got to get money to buy something to put in there. So when I was looking in my house, like just looking around, I don't know, Dad's probably know better. As soon as I bought the house, first thing I did is start digging into all the deep, dark corners of the house and see what's in there. I found this right here. If you can see, it's kind of hard to tell because it's a little bit dark. It's written backwards, and it's written in German. So I looked into it a little bit, and what it is from a shooting club that existed out in Aurora way back in the early to midnight. It started actually in the late 1800s all the way through the mid 1900s, and they used that as a press to print certificates for people as they passed a given level of shooting proficiency. And it weighs like 40 pounds. It's really thick. Speaking of things that weigh a lot, other than me, of course, there's this safe. This is a legit like bank safe. There's no way you're moving that thing. In fact, they tried to move it, and when I moved in, they said, "Do you just want it?" And so I said, "Sure, I'll take a safe." Here's my table saw. Now they left this here too. I guess the guy made little like toy carriages or something, and he didn't make this. There's no way it's plastic. You can't make plastic in a wood shop. That's ridiculous. So they built this. Here, this is weird, okay? I don't think he knows what carriages have in them, because look he put like a regular chair inside of a carriage. It's like you're going down the street in your horse-drawn carriage with your buddy, would be a Gunther or like, a Jedediah. "Hey, Jedediah, I'm out of chairs. Grab a lawn chair, stick it in here." And that's what he did. I don't know. I think maybe he should have thought a little bit better about the construction of the inside of this particular carriage. Because this one, look at this. This is high quality, man. This is like all padded and things. This is like OSHA approved. That one, not so much. And I got like piles of wood and stuff to build things. And so here's the other thing. This I really like as well. These, I got them all across the walls, all these yellow things, right? So what it is those are what are for sawdust collection. I put my shop vac over here. I move this pile of wood, and I hook my shop vac up to this. Then when I turn the shop vac on, all those yellow things, I can stick a tube I got and I could like vacuum up all the sawdust on the table, or I can even get an attachment. It actually goes on this side over here. You put it on the saw, and then as you use it, it'll suck it right up into that hose and go right in there so you don't get sawdust laying all over the place. So I don't know if you hear thumping or anything. My wife and daughters are doing Tai Bo upstairs, and so that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm down here filming something, because they're like sweating and grunting and shrieking, and it's crazy. You should see my kids doing it, doing Taibo. Anyway, and then, oh, there's a doorbell down here too, with a doorbell up top, the top of the stairs, so they can ring the doorbell, and that lets me know I got to go upstairs. Because I often come in here and I just close the door. I get away from that craziness. I mean, Taibo, kicking, I'm not going in there. They're looking for any excuse to take a shot at me. So I hope you enjoyed this tour of the basement. I don't know, thought it was a little more fun, but this is where all the good stuff in your house happens. So walk around your basement, take a tour, ask your parents what all the different stuff is, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take it easy.